Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's Lunch and Learn. I'm Angie Newby, and I'm a realtor and a travel advisor here in Kentucky. I used to be a teacher, so I'm a retired teacher, and I love to help you learn the steps and how to go about buying or selling your home or property. So today we're going to talk about avoiding common mistakes that after you apply for a mortgage. We talked before about how to apply for a mortgage. So today we're going to talk about what steps, what things to avoid so that your the process goes smoothly, right? So the first thing you want to know is you're really excited and you want to start planning and doing things for the house, but you need to pause that for just a minute and get through the loan process. So one thing you might not know about is that cash, and maybe you do know, cash in our society is not easily trackable. So you don't want to deposit large sums of cash into your accounts because that can be a red flag. They're like, oh, where'd this money come from? Who gave them this money? What did they do to get this money? It's a very big red flag. So do not deposit any large sums of cash. Maybe you've had some in your pillowcase. You've been saving for years for a house and you've applied for this loan and you want to just put that money in there. Don't do that. Talk to your lender and they'll advise you more, but don't just go out and deposit large sums of cash into your account because that looks kind of fishy from the loan perspective. The next thing you want to do is do not make any large purchases. So even if it's things you're going to do for the house, like appliances or furniture or a nice car to put in the driveway, don't do it. Wait until the loan is closed. Do not make any large purchases at this time during the loan process because a lot of times it's purchased on credit and it impacts your debt to income ratio, therefore your credit score, therefore your loan approval process. And it also, again, looks like you're someone who spends a lot of money at the last minute, and that'll be a red flag for the loan underwriters, basically. The next thing, number 3, don't co-sign loans for anyone. Even if they promise you they'll pay for it, even if you promise your lender, your mortgage processor that they're going to pay for the loan, there's never a guarantee with that. And by you co-signing for it, you're committing to pay for that loan if they default. In other words, if they can't make the payment, guess who's going to make it? That's you. And that will impact your whole loan process. So don't co-sign loans for anyone ever. You should never do that, honestly. Number 4, don't switch bank accounts. Some people have to. We have 2 bank accounts, but you don't want to be switching money back and forth during the loan process, okay? People have different bank accounts for different reasons. We are just loyal to both of our previous banks before we got together, so we just still have money in each of them because it's nice to be able to have 2 sources of putting money for different saving reasons. And a lot of people do that. It's not unheard of. So just don't switch money back and forth. Don't transfer funds during the loan process. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 5, don't apply for any new credit. You'd think that would be common sense, but I was involved in a deal where my client was the seller and the buyer for the property thought he was doing a good thing. He was, a couple weeks out from closing. So he thought, oh, I've got this loan and this loan, these little loans. Like one was a motorcycle loan and one was something else little. I don't remember what it was. He was going to get a loan and consolidate them into one to make his payment more reasonable for the house purchase. Well, guess what that did? That caused his loan to be denied. So do not open any new credit during the loan process. Nothing, not a loan, not a credit card, nothing. Okay. And then do not close. This is the last one. Do not close any accounts that you have, any bank accounts, any credit cards, even if you've paid them off, don't close those accounts. The reason is because the longevity of how long you've had that account and your balance and the amount that you're eligible for, your credit. If you have a zero balance on an account with a $15,000 approval limit, that looks really good that you've not, gone up to that credit line. So don't cancel those accounts. It's good that you have accounts that have been around forever. Just don't close them during the loan process. You can wait till after if you're wanting to, clean up your credit report or whatever. The other thing I want to mention, it's not really a common mistake people do, but if you have anything that goes, well, I guess this could be a mistake to avoid. Any changes that come about in your family's income or finances or banks or anything, just let your lender know. Be honest, truthful, and they'll guide you and help you because it's going to come out eventually. I promise. Those underwriters are really good and they'll find it out. So you may as well just tell them what happened and why. And sometimes it's as simple as just like you do a job change from one place to another, even if your income's the same, but you don't let your employer, don't let the lender know. And that causes your loan not to be approved because you weren't honest. So it's simply, sometimes they fix that just by a little letter. The lender will say, yeah, just write me a letter saying you changed jobs and your income, and they'll verify your income and all will be fine. So just always discuss any changes with your lender. Okay. I hope these tips are helpful to you in the loan process. I know many people are now excited for a spring market and coming up. If you have a house to sell, let me know. I'm your girl. I'd be happy to help you sell it. If you're looking to buy a house, let me know, and I am happy to help you find the home that you want that's within your price range and budget. And I'm not pushy. I just want you to be happy. So let me know if you're interested in working with me to help you buy or sell your property. And if you also need a contact information for a good lender, let me know. I have a few that are my favorites around here that I work with. And we can help you out, okay? You all have a really great rest of your day, and I will see you next week. Bye.